Welcome back to Mastering Rogue Legacy with Brian. And today we have Sir Cowan, who is a miner with EHS. And we'll get 5 hit points back per kill, 1 mana back per kill. We've got a chakram. I did something a little bit different with my runes. I don't have the dash rune on anymore. And I have a haste rune. We're just going to see how that works out. Never really tried playing that way before. Got Sharon's Obol, so that'll save us a little bit of money right at the beginning. But as a miner, we will earn tons of money. And so basically the focus, I think, is going to be on staying alive and just trying to earn a ton of cash. I'm trying to remember if there were specific things that I wanted to buy. I guess I wanted to buy out a few more runes. Ooh, boy. A few more runes and pieces of equipment before we move on to New Game Plus, but I'm starting to get the itch to move on to New Game Plus because I've been watching some other folks who are there, and I'm like, ooh, that looks like a fun challenge. I want to do it again. Yikes! Alright, walked right into that. Let's try not to do that. It is fresh morning for Brian at the time of this recording, and I think at this point, kind of like recorded more than a week ahead. So once again, apologies that I can't be responding to comments, but basically trying to get ahead before I go away on a trip. And a friend of mine made what I thought would be a funny suggestion, which is that if I'm recording ahead of time, I should just start talking about current events as, you know, conversation topics while I'm doing commentary, which would be pretty ridiculous because I don't know what the current events are. But yeah, I could just make them up. You know, it's a week in the future. I'm speaking to you, but it's actually, you know, a week into the future for you all. Let's see, let's just start peeking into all the rooms and see if there's anything good. Okay, chest. Miners want to get chests. They will have tons of money. Because, I didn't even notice, we're getting 18 gold per coin, which is fantastic. So we like that, and we get even more coins if we go and get to the gold chests. But yeah, so in any case, I'm recording this on July 11th, but it's like, I don't know, July 19th or something for you guys. So, let's talk about the future. Let's talk about current events in your world and future events in my world. That moon base is pretty great, huh? And to think, in just another week you'll be able to drive your own flying cars up to the moon base on a holiday to check out what's going on there. I don't know where to go with this. It's a shame that Jennifer Lawrence had to make it all about herself and take the first selfie in the moon base. You'd think that as President of the United States, she already had enough airtime in the news media, but she just demanded more. I was trying to go down through that platform, and for some reason, I don't know what was up with my D-pad right there. I didn't go down to that platform. I'm just like making up crazy stuff about what would happen in the future. And it's really amusing me. I don't know why. I think it might actually be quicker, probably won't be, to teleport back to here and just run straight across in order to continue exploring new rooms. Oh, right, because I have to go through this room. I was like, I feel like there's a reason I don't want to do that. That would be the reason. But we still managed to not take any damage from those traps, and so that's a good thing. So yeah, in addition to future current events, I do actually have some... Okay, so here's an example. This is the type of room where I don't have a sprint, but that's okay, because I can just go over here... Oops! Go over here and use the sky rune, but I accidentally started pressing up too early. Alright, so let's not make that mistake. But let's try to keep getting all of the... Kiter Zobel. Had that many times and given it away many times, and I have a feeling this will be another one of those times. So I will probably find another Pray for Assistance statue. I'll probably find another one of those things. Hey, this is EHS. Platforms stay open, which is awesome. I'll probably find another one and end up exchanging it again and hope to get something better. As a miner, we should really not pop into the dungeon right now. So instead, I will teleport not to here, but to here, and see if it's any quicker to walk back out this way. And still kind of leaving the healing statues behind. We'll wait until we get into a little bit more trouble to go ahead and use those up. But yeah, the same friend of mine, so we were out to dinner. I don't know how I sound this morning. I didn't sleep terribly well. I had a big meal last night and probably ate a little bit too much, and so yeah, ended up staying up kind of late to give myself a chance to digest some more food before I tried to go to bed, but then woke up pretty early this morning, and so don't feel completely well rested, but hopefully I'm sufficiently awake. I feel like I have enough concentration to be playing Rogue Legacy right now, and hopefully there's still, you know, energy in my voice and things like that as well, and I don't come off sounding too tired. But in any case, yeah, the friend that I went out to dinner with was telling me about something exciting that happened to him. He got a chance to meet Gabe N, the Steam Valve guy, Gabe Newell. He, kind of like a happenstance kind of chance meeting. Well, not completely happenstance. Rather than trying to frame the story, why don't I just tell the story? So, first off, my friend likes driving, likes cars, and he has a Porsche. He has a Cayman. It's red. I don't remember kind of like other details about the car that if you were a Porsche enthusiast, you might be interested in. But he has a nice car, and people who have such nice cars like to take advantage of them, and so he takes it to the track sometimes for like racing day kind of stuff. Alright, let's get this zombie off of this platform so that I can go kill this guy. And the zombie will probably just going to walk off, and we just won't worry about him too much. Skeleton, you were going to be bad news, so let's try to take care of you. And also you. Oh, crap. Alright, I thought the skeleton was going to jump into the spikes below sooner than he did, and then the zombie was coming at me, and I don't know. I had a plan for what was about to happen there, and then it didn't happen the way that I thought it was going to, and I ended up taking damage, which doesn't really matter because we're still in the castle, and we have five hit points gained for each kill, and so I really shouldn't be worrying about the fine details of play here in the castle because my character is sufficiently beefy that it's not going to matter. So, yeah, there's various, you know, you go drive an hour out into the country and there's like tracks that are like kind of like racing tracks that are just like privately owned that then like, you know, like the Porsche Enthusiast Club or whatever will have an event where people who have Porsches and have the money to use them or whatever go out on the track and drive their cars really fast. And oh boy. Let's see. This painting is bothering me. Fortunately, it's a one-hit kill. I've completely forgotten about the fact that I have a perfect spell for this. It's the Chakram. Oh yeah. Alright, so we've taken care of everybody except for the wall turrets. And I don't have any retribution, so I'm not going to be able to destroy them. And I see that painting. Alright, great. Good job, Brian. So in any case, do you see that below me? There's like a graphical glitch of a secret room or something on the floor, like right below me down here. Kind of like the dark-colored blocks that you have when you can drop through. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Is that just in this room? If I exit and re-enter, will it still be there? It's still there. Huh. But I can't drop down through that floor. I don't know what that's about. Has that always been in this room and I've just never noticed it? Or is it a glitch in this particular castle generation? That's really fascinating. I wonder if there's going to be... I wonder all kinds of things. I don't know that we're ever going to find out anything about what I'm wondering about, though. So in any case, yeah. People with money and fancy cars go drive them around, talk to each other. And I'm pretty happy with the Chakram, but we'll have daggers if we need them. You never really need daggers for a fairy chest room, so I think it's unlikely that I'm going to be getting those daggers. I still haven't managed to find the entrance to the forest or the Maya. I guess the forest must be at the bottom right, or possibly to the right of this room. Let's leave this room open and go try to find a new area, and leave all these easy guys to come back to the kill later. to regain hit points from vampirism later. Okay, this is not the forest entrance, but there is at least some easy furniture, so I'll grab it. Won't go after the rest of the furniture. And then presumably the Maya will be up here. So let's go ahead and head up here, but I still won't, yikes, completely finish this room. No, not the Maya entrance yet either. So in any case, my friend is driving fancy cars and going where other people are driving their fancy cars, and one of the other people on this particular day was Gabe. And I don't know why it had never, I mean, I'm kind of aware of him, so like for those people who don't know, Gabe Newell, I guess is like the guy who like started Valve and Steam, and so yeah, is like the head of that company. This is a game that I've purchased on Steam, and so as a result, I've probably pennies of my money have gone to Gabe and Valve and all that stuff. Oh my goodness! Yikes! Oh, darn it. I saw those pirates dashing at me, and I just did not have a plan. And this is not a chest, this is a mimic. And I don't have a dash, so let's time things well to go approach that plant type. So yeah, and so I guess it had not really occurred to me before. People always talk about him like on Reddit and gaming or whatever in terms of like Steam and that stuff, but it just kind of really never crossed my mind that like I kind of like thought of him as like a gaming celebrity, but it just really hadn't crossed my mind that he also, as a result of, you know, starting these companies, probably has lots and lots of money. And so I was just like looking up his entry on Wikipedia or whatever, and so I guess it like says he's probably like worth more than $1 billion or something ridiculous. I was like, yep, I guess that makes sense. And yeah, it just had never occurred to me until my friend was talking about meeting him at this car thing. But yeah, he was out there, you know, driving cars, and so my friend just, you know, talked to him for a couple of minutes or whatever and shook his hand, and I thought that that was pretty cool. People always ask me when people find out that I, you know, worked at Microsoft as a software developer for a few years, everybody always asks the same question, which is, did you meet Bill Gates? To which my answer is no, I did not. During my time at Microsoft, I never had the opportunity to meet Bill, although a number of people do. That is a mimic, I can tell from the mini-map. And I really would like to kill this guy. And there's my opportunity. I really like EHS. These platforms that you have to downstrike to activate normally are very difficult. And having EHS so you don't have to do that is very nice. Alright, I've still not been using my spell, the Chakram, very much. I haven't had many opportunities where it seemed like it was going to be super useful to take advantage of so far, other than that one room with the guard box. Let's see. So yeah, I thought as people who are watching video games on YouTube, you're probably aware of Gabe, and so you might appreciate that story. And so that's like my... People always talk about their, you know, 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing or whatever, you know, like how closely related you are to various celebrities. Alright, I thought the chakra might be brilliant there. It was not. It was not at all. And I have a problem. I'm going to try that. That is not low enough to hit the warg. And now he's going to come at me, so I just need to be ready. Great. Okay, I think I actually hit him even before he jumped off of that platform. So these platforms are low enough that you can hit the warg if you get right up in his face. But there's spikes on the floor over there. I think I can still do it. Yeah, nice. Alright, now let's get over here, crap. You're bad. Let's see. So yeah, in any case, I was saying, yeah, like 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever in terms of like people being close to various celebrities, and so there is a celebrity that now I haven't met, but a friend of mine met, and so I'm only like 1 degree away, or is that 2 degrees away? I'm not sure how one measures degrees in the Kevin Bacon game. And, alright, I'll have to go back up through the top, so we'll complete that. Oh, reach me in time. I have some haste. but I don't think it is fast enough to get there, especially when I wasted a little bit of time at the beginning. So that is one of the few places where not having the dash actually prevented me from getting a fairy chest. I don't think that one occurred to me when I was equipping this character. So the dash might be slightly more useful than I originally expected. I'm gonna try to kill this guy when his thing is in the wall. Great. Oh, and it dropped a coin. We're a miner, so that's totally worth it. 18 gold. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh, yikes! Darn it. Alright, I should be aware of the fact that there's still going to be more enemies in this room. Like, I'm kind of treating the room as though it is completed, as though it is finished. So someone said, okay, I don't have a good idea in mind. I want to test the spiky balls to see if it's possible, if they are taking a long time bouncing back and forth, for them to still die, or if they only die after taking kind of like repeated damage from bouncing against walls in quick succession. But I haven't figured out a good way to test exactly what I want to test there. This is finally a good place. Oh, crap. I did not realize that that was a Doom Trit. This is finally a good place to use the chakram, is what I was going to say, because I want to take out the plantite, and apparently there was a ranger farther over, who's one of those skeleton archers, and he is now dead too. Whoops! Okay. Skyrune kind of saved me there. Just kind of fell off the ledge without jumping. Ooh, hello. Why don't I swing my sword rather than stand there and just take damage? That would be a brilliant idea. As usual, I am here to give you impressive Rogue Legacy tips that you won't find elsewhere. Swing your sword in order to kill guys. Brian's tip of the day. Yeah, I think I'm definitely... Even if I have some energy, I think as a result of being tired, I feel like I'm a little bit sillier today. I'm not like super silly. There's definitely some times that I've recorded at night when I'm very tired and I get extremely silly. It happens somewhat rarely. But I do feel like I'm sillier than usual right now. But I don't know that I'm saying anything that's extremely funny. It's like I'm saying things that are funnier to me or funnier in my head than they are in real life, or to you maybe, which is it's a dangerous place to be. Alright, I don't know if I should really kill these guys. I guess I should. If they're only 2-hit kills, I can usually... Oh, crap. Pyrites and you're slightly unpredictable. Yup! Movement patterns. Alright, the 5 points of vampirism are doing a good job of keeping me alive. Yeah, it's definitely a dangerous place to be. When you're funny to yourself, but not necessarily to other people. Which is how I am in real life a lot of the time. I find that when I'm hanging out with friends and joking around, like, I'm very poor at predicting what other people will laugh at. And so, my usual strategy, if I'm trying to be funny, is just to throw out all kinds of things and say all kinds of things that might be funny and see what sticks. And occasionally there's a winner, but I'm very poor at predicting what's going to be a particularly funny quip that I come up with. Okay, here's another good place for a chakram. In fact, yeah, we're going to do this. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, first off, we're going to do this, obviously. Guard boxes and chakrams. We've seen this before. But then, as predicted, I'm going to accidentally take some damage there. And so, I'm also going to spend some chakrams up here and kill these guys so that I get hit points back through vampirism, because I'm a genius. The I'm a genius thing, like, seems to come up a whole lot. I must be really smart, because it seems like every episode I'm saying what a genius I am. This guy is still alive. That's not very nice. There you go. You were dead, sir. And I'm back up to maximum hit points. I did spend a bunch of mana, but I was just talking about how I hadn't been spending enough of it. And so we seem to have remedied that situation. Hooray! Let's see. So far, this run is actually going pretty straightforward, and so trying to decide... The Maya is still a little bit exciting, but it might be time to make a cut and bring you guys back for the dungeon, perhaps. Yikes! But this guy is earning a fair amount of gold. It's already got 9,000. I actually kind of thought it would have been more, since we're getting 18 gold per coin as the miner. If we could manage to find a Pray for Assistance statue and get Helios' blessing on top of it, that would be a way to earn a ton of money. But we'll see what happens. This will actually be an interesting room, I expect, because it looks like there's a bunch of bad guys in here. I'm going to take him out. We're going to go ahead and peel off this rage. And then I'm going to use my chakram against the guard box. I think that was not high enough. Yep, just missed everything. That'll hit it. Okay. There we go. That'll finish him off. And let's see, these guys... Yeah, I think I'll just kind of take my time. There might be a way to knock them off the platform. Guess that's not going to really help me anyway. Okay, let's not stand for too long. Alright, now we've got a Doom Trick loose in the room. Nice. That was actually some pretty good dodging. Yeah, having the haste rune, I think, was definitely a good idea. I'm not sure in terms of the trade-off of not having the dash, the sprint rune. Like, yeah, there's some trade-offs there. And later on, as we get into New Game Plus and we unlock some super nice equipment, basically there's equipment that has features on it that work kind of like runes, and so while you can't get any more rune slots, or you can't do anything like in Terraria with the Tinkerer's Workshop where you can combine 2 runes into 1 or anything like that, it is the case, oops, that was just foolish. It is the case that you can kind of effectively get more simultaneous power-ups as a result of some of the superb equipment that's available in New Game Plus. Oh, this is Barbados and Amon. Can I... I should really have more hit points before I take them on. I'm going to remember, and actually remember, they're up here. I'm really far away from a teleporter, though. The boss room has got to be right around here, though. Maybe the boss room is right down here. And then that'll be a teleporter that's nearby. I went the wrong direction. It is left and then down that I need to go. So yeah, if the boss room is right down here, that would be super convenient. To teleport back to Barbados and Amon. Show me the boss room! Yay! Hey, wow, I called it. Kind of. 3 rooms ago. I think that counts. Alright, and that's a whole bunch more money, so that's terrific. Let's see if we can get our hit points back up just by being clever and killing a bunch of enemies. Because actually, when the paintings are kind of up high on the wall here, that's a good place where you can kind of hit them, and as they start to circle down, you can hit them a second time. So if they are 2-hit kills, it's an easy way to get them before they start attacking you. Conflux, I will remember, is here, because that might be useful. And this room... I have a sky rune. I think I can do this. Yeah. No problem. And we are a miner. And so we definitely want to go after all the gold chests that we can. Alright, I'm at 148 of 168. Oh boy, defeat all enemies. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to do this room. I definitely want the fairy chest and more stat upgrades. Alright, the visionary over there is the main threat. But unless I get a little closer to him, he's not going to start firing at me yet. So maybe I can... Darn it. Okay, now he's firing at me. Want to take out this pupil? Yuck. Okay, and the visionary, actually... Let's take him out from range. It's going to take just about all of my magic power with chakrams, but I think it's worth it. Alright. Spent a bunch of mana. Killed the visionary, and now the plantites I think I should go at from the top. So let's wait once more. And now we can go kill him. Great. And then there's another one below. That is a mimic. I'm going to kill him on the platform so that his gold does not fall down onto the spikes below. I'll try to do the same with this guy. Rather than rush him, I'll let him come to me. And we are going to get a fairy chest, but I also want this gold. Which stat upgrade will it be? Hit points increase, +5. Nice. Okay, and I'm at 168 of 170 now. So I think that's, darn it, enough to go take on Barbados and Amon, but now I just took damage, so now I'm going to try to get my hit points back up. We could also just go eat the statue, but since it looks like this might be, yeah, the last room of the Maya over here, let's go ahead and try to complete this room. Okay, those little spikes, kind of like the center block, is sufficiently opaque that it does block some of their projectiles, so I do get a little bit of cover, kind of hiding behind there. This guy, yeah, I thought he might run into that. silly enemies walking into the spikes. And this is real chest. Hooray! And I'm at 158 of 170. There's one other room to the left of the boss room. So we're going to go check that room out. I really shouldn't go back up through this way since I took damage last time, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. I cannot make the same mistake. And we can always use the statue if we need to. Healing statue? Oh gosh, and we're going to need to. That was a second tier one. That was moving really fast. That wasn't a mimic. I think that was a mimicant. I think is its name. Let's go ahead and eat these. I'm still not at maximum hit points. So I'm going to teleport back here after... Ugh. Let's go back down to the left and check out a couple more castle rooms. See if we can heal back up down there. Always got more healing statues in the castle as well. And if I can get back up to maximum hit points, then we'll go take on Barbados and Amon. Because I'm reasonably confident. I think based on my own skill level, they're currently kind of like one of the easier mini-bosses for me. Okay, and we're back up to maximum health, and yeah, I don't plan to use a lot of magic on them. I'm mostly going to melee them. So I will see you guys at Barbados and Amon. So here we are at Barbados and Amon. It is a dual mini-boss, if you will. These crazy magic guys who can cast all 3 different types of spells. But they're conveniently located in a room that has corners that's easy to kind of dodge through. And so you can kind of hide behind this corner or the opposite one. And then just take a few swipes at them. And unless they do the earthen thing where they cast the stalactite on you, then it's often the case that you can just dodge, dodge, dodge with no worries. Ouch. Okay, there is a case where I could not. And now I'm actually in a bit of trouble, so let's fly around the room and get back over here. Okay, no problem, no problem. And I even got a chicken leg to boot. Okay. Do not cast the giant stalagmite under me. You're bad. You're bad too. Quit being bad. Come up here so I can hit you. Thank you. Alright, one down. And the other one is also down. Nice. And I think I might get stat upgrades from them too. Because I think we've gotten all the equipment out of this area. There might still be a piece of equipment actually. There is! Sage Cape. Alright, we got the Sage Cape. Terrific. And I think the Maya might be clear. Awesome. So I'll see you guys when I get to the dungeon. Fairy chests take no damage. This is an interesting one. Let's see, with the Sky Rune. Yeah, I don't even need that platform. Armor increase +2. Took a little diversion over here into the forest. But eventually we'll find our way down to the jungle. Down to the jungle? How about down to the dungeon? Down to the Land of Darkness. Hey, here's an opportunity to pray for assistance. Let's see if we can get something better than what we already have. Hermes boots! Now I can walk on stationary spikes. Hooray! Alright, I'm ready to take a peek into the dungeon, and so I will go ahead and heal up a little bit more before we head down into here. And it's good when you have EHS, yikes, to stand on these platforms and try to check out what's below you, but then sometimes things will start shooting you. Shooting, I guess, is the wrong word. I guess they are throwing projectiles at me. Is there a good word for that? Firing at you? Does firing still make sense? Okay, yikes! Okay, we need to not get hit by the shurikens of this dude. I'm definitely discovering that I rely on having the dash more than I realize. I was trying to dash out of the way there, but I can't do it because I don't have the sprint rune. And so, perhaps it's a little more valuable than I realized previously. In any case, that's good. We're experimenting, we're learning. The series is called Mastering Rogue Legacy, and so I want to learn all these details to know what's good strategy and bad strategy, what are good combinations of runes and what are not. And so it definitely is the case that I still think the sprint rune is very valuable, both in terms of getting certain fairy chests as well as just for general maneuverability against enemies. Alright, 129 hit points. Need to be careful, but I think I can still manage to advance forward somewhat. I'm gonna kind of peek around into a few rooms. Right, the room to the left is kind of big and scary. Let's have this guy go ahead and shoot into the wall, and then come down here. Oh boy, there's a skeleton. There's a Mr. Bones. I need to worry about right there as well. Alright, but now, with the Blaze Lock out of the way, can I get him to fire? That'll work. Okay, those guys can shoot up through the ceiling, because they're close enough to the ceiling. Nice. I am very happy with how that just worked out. Good job, Ryan. Way to react. And access to more rooms. Is this a mini-boss? It is not. So we'll take a peek over here. That's kind of a dangerous room, but it's also the only entrance, and this guy is on cooldown because he just tried to fire at me. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's try that again. Darn it. Darn it. I could use the chakram. Let's use the chakram. That did not do a whole lot of damage. Alright, but I did kill one guy. And now I can hit these guys through the wall and gain some hit points back through vampirism and probably be in decent shape again. Oh, he can shoot me through the wall. Yikes. I always wonder in a game like this, if you're the game developers, like being able to hit through the wall when your sword is long enough to kind of reach through the wall, and the fact that those magic casting characters can go through the wall if they're close to the wall. I always wonder if those are intentional features or kind of like, you know, happy accidents. Or maybe some people don't even think of them as happy accidents. But basically, I don't know if they're just kind of like side effects of how the game is coded, or if it was intended to be that way. Okay, with EHS, this room should be fairly straightforward. Yes. And so let's get more health. Fantastic. And I'm a little low on health, and so now would be a good time to probably teleport back. Fairy chest, no jumping. This is a place where normally I would use the sprint rune, but I think a sky rune will do just fine. Yeah, I could just fall off the platforms and then switch to the sky rune. The sky rune is not a jump, and so this is one of the places where I was thinking, you know, the sprint rune isn't nearly as valuable as I was thinking it is. And so, yeah, score more points for the sky rune. I cannot sell that particular rune enough. I don't see many people use it, and it's a great rune. Got most of my hit points and magic points back, so let's take another stab at the Land of Darkness. I hadn't noticed, we've already gotten 22,000 gold, which is pretty good. Don't know that I've had an opportunity to use the Hermes boots. Amazingly enough, I haven't found, yikes, too many floors with stationary spikes in this dungeon. I'm going to leave just so I can pick up all that gold that's right at the entrance and not forget about it. We are, after all, a miner, and the whole purpose of this run was a gold run. So we can buy all the equipment, and possibly, I'm trying to decide, before going into New Game Plus, I really don't want to get many more levels, but I'm trying to decide if there are essential things that I should really upgrade. The main one I'm thinking about is Equip Up. If I do find some equipment early in New Game Plus, I want to be able to equip it. And so I want to make sure I have enough Equip Up to have a little bit of breathing room to put on some heavier equipment once it is found. But I'm perhaps heading ahead of myself. Let's focus on the matter at hand and tackle what's ever in the next room of the dungeon. This is not a friendly room. I do not like this room one bit. Why am I attacking these guys? I have a chakram. If I'm going to bother to attack them, I should at least do the right attack. Oh my gosh, I'm down to 44 hit points. Holy crap. I could die here. Alright, 49 hit points now. I am totally going to use the chakram to kill this guy and get a little bit more hit points back. Nice. And then some of his little spiky balls will also get caught, and they will end up dying as well and giving me a few more hit points back through vampirism. And yeah, let's do the same thing up here as well, assuming I can time it right. So I'm kind of running out of bad guys that I can kill to get hit points back. Alright, one more chakram. Oh crap! Oh, I almost took damage there. Should do it! Oh, that guy! Oh, yikes! You were in my area. Stay out of my area. Bad touch. Okay. I'm not sure if that one inside here is going to die as a result of bouncing around a lot or not. I can successfully dodge it, I think. And I just want to wait and see. Okay, that one just died. I'm really trying to learn more about the exact conditions that cause these things to die. It appears that possibly Snoopy, who had commented on one of my videos before, might be right. And it's all about them having a bunch of successive bounces, kind of like all together, like in a short period of time. seems to be when they're most likely to actually break apart and die. I might fast forward a segment of video here as I just try to watch and see if these guys die. My guess is that these are caught in kind of a repeating pattern where they are not taking enough successive hits of damage in a short period of time that they're ever going to die. Oh boy, and I'm going to die if I'm not careful. So why don't I get out of here, leave them be. I'm going to go back to the forest and heal up a bit more, so I'll see you when I see you. Fairy chests take no damage. I've gotten fond of this room. It is a challenge, but I think I know how to do it. Oh! Or no. Alright, well I can still kill some of these guys in order to gain more hit points back through vampirism, and I'm not succeeding at that either. Oh my goodness. What a fail, what a fail. Alright, but they are worth gold, and so even if I make a bunch of mistakes, I could still get the gold from killing these guys. So take that, bad guys who thought that I was going to lose everything. I'm still gaining something. How do you like them apples? And they're like, we're plants, we can't talk back. He said, as though he were talking in the plant's voice, which makes the joke make no sense. Oh boy. This is an interesting room if you're a dwarf, or possibly a Hokage. You might be able to teleport into there, I'm not sure. With maximum hit points, we are heading once again into the dungeon, into rooms previously unexplored. And oh my goodness, there's a bunch of bad guys here. Who would have thought it? A bunch of bad guys in the dungeon, trying to kill Brian. It's almost as if the game developers thought that I might be coming down here looking for treasure, and were prepared. Good times, good times. Alright, this horse, this dark stallion, seems to be caught in an unusual repeating loop right there, so I will take advantage of that. And now that I can start peeling off enemies one at a time, I have a great deal of confidence in my ability to dodge, to bob and weave, to do those maneuvers that will prevent me from taking damage. Trying to leave the chicken leg on the ground just in case I take any more damage in this room. I can go back and pick it up. And now I'm going to pick it up just because I like the sound it makes. It's like... It's not a very good impression of the sound, but I like the sound that it makes. It's a happy sound, even if it's a simple one. That looks like a good place for a chakram. Of course, this guy who I was trying to hit with it has just jumped out of the way. Ouch, 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 ouch. You are bad. Do not like you little guys. And here's a good place for a chakram. Let's do one more of those. Great. Okay, that's out of the way. Blue Bite's almost dead. There is a chicken leg down there, which gives me confidence that even if I screw something up here, I will be able to remedy it shortly. Oops, I accidentally fired a chakram there that I didn't mean to fire. Fortunately, the game is very nice to me and dropped off a little magic potion up there. Unfortunately, that spike is going to make things hard. Oh, crap. Hard to get. There we go. Got it. No problem. And this other spiky ball seems to be out of the way, so let's jump up behind you. Ouch. Alright. Well, I'm glad we had that chicken leg a moment ago. Can I finish this room without dying? Let's take a peek up here instead. Oh, it's Halphus and Vareth. And here is this Blue Bite who's been reset to his initial position. How am I going to do this? Alright, after the fire goes out, this guy I should be able to hit a couple of times. Actually, that's a great place for you to stand, so you won't be able to hit me, and I'll be able to hit you very easily. Great. And okay, there is chain tore down there. Is there another way to get over there? Can I approach that from the bottom half of this room as well? Is there a way to get through the bottom half? I don't remember what the layout of this room is. No. But there might be another entrance. There might possibly be another entrance. I'm going to try to circle back around there. Possibly come back when I have more health. Here's a fairy chest room that previously we entered from the top, I think. So now I'm entering from a different location, and I think this side will be easier. I can peel off... Oh boy! There is a Pterosaur in addition to the Gravazor. Who casts a bigger stalagmite. So let's be wary. Oh darn, it has more hit points too. Okay, we managed to kill him. If I can kill this Gravazor... Ooh, my hit points are getting a little low. I think the smart thing to do is probably to back off here. So I'm going to back off. We'll take a quick peek into this room in case it's something easy. It is not. Alright, I'm going to go get some more hit points. I'll be back. At this point, I believe I've consumed all the healing statues that I have in reserve. And so... there still is the... oh boy! Darn it. The dungeon boss room, Herodotus' room, where there will be a healing statue. Okay, there's a little bloob over here that I'd like to kill. Get 5 hit points back. But we were struggling with this room last time, and I was trying to come back with more hit points, and I've already managed to lose them all. Yuck. Alright, and I need to... now. Darn it. Alright, you... alright. Yuck. Struggling. Let's take a peek. Okay, that is not the boss room. There's still 2 entrances, 2 exits below here, where the boss might be. I think this spiky ball is going to kill itself. Yes, it is. And there's more mana, which I don't need right now, so let's go ahead and spend some, so that will actually be useful. Darn it. I took more damage in the process. There is a chicken leg right there, so I'm definitely going to grab that before we exit this room. And actually, this guy should be easy to kill because... oh crap! Yikes! I feel like all of my skill has all of a sudden disappeared. Where did it go? No one knows. That room... I think I'm just gonna go straight down through it. Oh boy! Darn it. Alright, now I'm kind of committed to it. This is a bad idea. Okay. We're recovering. I'd already dealt some damage to the guys, and I felt like if I was going to complete this room, we're getting near the end of the run, I just needed to finish them off, and so I ended up tanking some damage. I don't know if it was a smart thing to do or not. Alright, there's nothing in the room below. There's no chests or anything, so let's try to focus on where we could still get more gold or more life back. Because we're probably... okay, great. This is the type of room we're trying to find. Can heal up. Oops, I didn't need that magic. Usually pretty good. Hey! Retribution chest plates! There is more equipment that can yet to be found. Alright, that's interesting to know. I don't have a sense of if it actually does cap out the equipment that's available before you get to New Game Plus, or if possibly if you spent enough time before New Game Plus, if you could actually obtain all the equipment. I'm not really sure how that part of Rogue Legacy works. I saw that we had some magic to be regained there, and so I don't want to die with some magic in my pocket, so I'm going to start spending chakrams much more frequently at this point in order to hit enemies from afar and near. And yeah, just try to take advantage of whatever is left in this character to get as much gold as possible. Let's see, let's get the bloob to go. Oop, he's coming up towards me. He's coming right for us. Yikes! Oh, I thought I was going to. Oh, I'm standing on fire. I thought I was going to manage to do that without avoiding any damage, and it was going to look genius. And it didn't quite work out that way. Oh well. Yikes! Okay, another Gravazor is below me. Before... darn it. I was going to say before I break this bloob... crap. I'm about to die. We do have a 1.5% chance of Deathify now, which I don't think I'm going to spend more on it early. We killed a bunch of bad guys. I don't think I'm going to spend more on getting Deathify up right now, because it'll raise my level and doesn't help that much. But I like just having a faint chance on any particular death that I might be resurrected with the Deathify. I didn't notice how much gold we got, but I'm sure it was a ton. Spell Sword with ADHD, but Tunnel Vision. I don't love Tunnel Vision. This guy also has Tunnel Vision. And a Miner with Baldness. I think the Spell Sword, even with the Tunnel Vision, is probably our best choice. And so, we got some more equipment. So I want to take a look at that. I will take a minute to just inspect what I've got. I don't see any other equipment that I want to buy, but I am currently near my weight capacity. And so I am going to buy... let's do 3 equip-ups, just to have some headroom. And after that... not sure that I want to do anything else with levels. And so instead, I think I'm just going to buy out kind of like all the runes and different equipment and different things. Just to have fun with it, and then we will actually make a concentrated effort to go beat Johannes. So I'm just going to start buying all the swords that I don't already, oops, have bought. Alright, with all of my money, I managed to purchase just about every equipment that I already had the blueprint for. And so we have lots of choices kind of moving forward. And yeah, next time... This is not a great boss-killing character. And so I think we'll do one more run through the castle and see if we can get some better children to try to go after Johannes. But we look forward to that in the next episode. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day. I will see you again soon with more of Mastering Rogue Legacy. Bye-bye.